Yo, how yous doing out there in YouTube land, huh? It's me, Elric, here at the Motherboards.org YouTube channel, bringing you guys a new unboxing slash features review. That's right, you guys all know that the new Ivy Bridge is still around the corner. Motherboards have hit the market, CPUs, we're all just kind of sitting around waiting. That said, today we're going to bring you the Maximus 5 Gene from our friends over at ASUS. I hope you like it. We put a lot of effort into this one. So without any further ado, let's check this out. Alright folks, before we actually jump in and take a look at the motherboard, let's take a look at the box, because the box contains a lot of the features that are specific to the Maximus 5 Gene. A lot of these are going to be on the motherboard themselves, but a few aren't, and those are the ones we want to talk about right now as we go through the box. The first is Game First, which is Intel Ethernet. You guys all know that having a low latency connection allows you to frag much better on the internet, and with the new Intel Ethernet Game First, you maintain a low latency connection the entire time, which helps you frag better. Another one of the big features of the motherboard is something called the Extreme Engine Digi Plus 2. The Extreme Engine Digi Plus 2 has been upgraded and equipped with the latest Japan-made 10K black metallic capacitors, while the digital VRM design allows you to achieve ultimate performance with adjustable CPU and memory power management frequencies. Precise adjustments create greater efficiency, stability, double lifespan, and performance for total system control. Now the rest of the features you see on the box we'll go over when we see the motherboard, but here are a couple things that come with the bundled software. You also get Daemon Tools Pro Standard, which a lot of you guys know will be used for actually, when you have pirated games and whatever, you mount them using Daemon software. Gamers use it. You also get Kaspersky's Antivirus, which is basically Kaspersky's version of antivirus, and finally CPU-Z, but the Republic of Gamers version. Now let's open it up and let's see what actually comes inside the box. Now, obviously, aside from getting the motherboard itself, we do get some extra stuff. We get one Republic of Gamers Connect cable. We also get two of the new 6 gigabit a second SATA cables. We get one of the old school SATA cables. We also get one SLI bridge, the I/O shield, the MPCI combination expansion card, which we'll talk about much more further on. We also get one Republic of Gamers door hanger, one 12-in-1 Republic of Gamers cable label kit, one 2-in-1 ASUS Q connector kit, the Republic of Gamers motherboard support DVD, and finally the user's guide. As we first take a look at the board, we can see this board is based off the micro ATX form factor. There are also two places to connect your power. The first is on the top, being the 8-pin power connector, and over to the right-hand side of the board we can see the 24-pin power connector. As far as fan connection goes, there's a total of 4 on the motherboard. 2 are located up here above the ZIF socket, one located by the memory, and another located down here below the PCI slots. You guys can also see that this board still maintains the same color scheme as all the other Republic of Gamers motherboards we've seen previously, being black and red. You can also see on the lower right hand corner of the board that ASUS has a passive cooling solution right there that has their embedded logo, Republic of Gamers, stamped right on it. The Maximus 5 Gene motherboard features the LGA 1155 socket, but it also uses the Intel Z77 Express chipset, meaning that it can use the current Sandy Bridge processors and also the new Ivy Bridge processors that are going to be released later this month. As far as memory goes, not much has changed between this and the previous generation Z68. We still see 4 DIMM slots using up to 32 gigabytes of DDR3 memory. This motherboard also supports memory overclocking all the way up to 2666 megahertz. And lastly, it supports Intel's Extreme Memory Profile XMP. As far as expansion slots go, this motherboard has 2 PCI Express 3.0 lanes. Now, if they're run in single mode, they run at ×16, or at dual, they'll run at ×8 by ×8. We also get one PCI Express 2.0 ×4 slot as well. One truly unique and interesting new expansion slot we see on the new ASUS Maximus 5 Gene is the mini PCI Express 2.0 slot, which works in conjunction with their new PCIe Combo expansion card. This can be used for mSATA and a bunch of new technologies that are coming out to the market soon. Now, as far as video card supports, once again, we see ASUS making a leap with some brand new technologies. Using the new Virtua chip, we can use any type of video card we want to. If you want to use SLI, you can use it. You want to use Crossfire? You can use it. You can also use whatever type of video card you want in conjunction with the onboard HD graphics. Something really unique here with this. As far as Sata Connectivity goes, you have a couple different options with the Maximus 5 Gene. This board features both the Intel controller and the ASUS Media controller. The first controller that we see are the black connectors. These are Sata 2. The red ones right next to this, these are still Intel and these are Sata 3. Finally, to the far left, we see the ASUS Media controller. It's still red, but also features Sata 3 connectivity. As far as USB expansion is concerned beyond the rear I/O, we have a couple different options on this board. We have two black USB 2.0 headers, and then finally we have the red USB 3.0 header located by the 24-pin power. Also located next to the 24-pin power connector, we see the Mem-OK or Go button. What this does, if you install memory into your system that the system doesn't quite want to work with, you hit the Mem-OK button and it makes it go, just like it says. Also, located right next to your Sata connectors, we see the Q-code LED. What this does, it gives you a series of numbers that lets you know if there's any type of errors on your motherboard. All you do is look at the code, look in your manual, and it'll tell you the error code and how to fix it. Right below all of our expansion slots, we can see the Start and the Reset button. This is great for people who want to do on-bench testing because it allows you to simply hit a button with no connections to start or restart your motherboard. As we move further along the board, we get to the audio chip. This is the new Supreme FX3. The Supreme FX3 is an onboard audio solution that features 8-channel HD audio with a carefully selected 15 UF capacitor, which provides clean, ripple-free audio. What this means is by using really high-end capacitors and high-end components, that the sound you get is very clean. You don't get a bunch of background noise. You also get Sound Blaster X-Fi, which features EAX 5.0 technology. And for you people out there who like Blu-ray movies, it also features THX True Studio Pro audio sound. Lastly, folks, let's take a look at the rear I/O. As we start out to the far left, we see the CMOS reset button. The next thing that we see is the Republic of Gamers Connect button. When you use the Republic of Gamers connection plug, you hit this button, it engages this. What the Republic of Gamers connection actually does is it allows you to monitor from your laptop in real time all the different aspects of your system. You can do overclocking and all kinds of other changes through this connection. It's something really cool to the Republic of Gamers series of motherboards. Next on the rear I/O, we can see that we have 4 USB connections. Now the one on the bottom you can see is colored white. That doubles as a USB and also the Republic of Gamers connection. To the right of that, we can see on the top we have eSATA. Then we have 2 USB 3.0 connections. Next to that, we have the optical audio. We have the HDMI and then the DisplayPort. Next we have our LAN. 2 additional USB 3.0 ports, and then finally all of our analog audio connections. Overall, you guys can see this motherboard has a lot of new features, has a great layout, and can be used in many type of different systems, all the way from a high-end HTPC or an ultimate little mini gaming system. So here you have it. Today was just the unboxing, features, review. When the new Ivy Bridge processors do get released, I can't tell you the date, I apologize for that, but when they do hit the market, then we'll actually bring you all the performance reviews and show you the difference between Sandy Bridge and Ivy Bridge on the motherboard. But today, we brought you that and we hoped you like it, so stay watching the channel and look for more Z77 goodness here on Motherboards.org.